Welcome everyone to this geopolitical channel. So we spoke last time during our last video about that the Syrian opposition forces capture the strategic town of Sarakib, but since then many significant events occurred in this Idlib region. And what we remember, we talked about an imminent operation from the Turkish army, and now we can officially say that this operation has been launched. It's what has been announced today by the Turkish Defense Ministry, Hulusi Akar. It has been this operation has been called Spring Shield, and so, but he has not very specified exactly what could be the objective. At least we know that the first objective is to create a safe zone in this region, but will this operation will go to Damascus or just stop in Idlib is not yet clear. So this operation has brought so far some results, because it has led to the death of 116 Syrian soldiers and pro-regime forces. When we say pro-regime forces, we refer to Hezbollah soldiers or Shia paramilitary in general. So since Thursday, we learn on Thursday evening the death of 33 soldiers in one of the observation posts. So this the death of those 33 Turkish soldiers by the Syrian regime brought reprisals by Turkey, which bombed many positions of the Syrian regime, including a chemical factory in southern Aleppo. Also, one of the bases of the Hezbollah forces has been hit by Turkish forces in the region of Sarakib, leading to the death of 9 Hezbollah soldiers. And today we learned just a couple of hours ago that 2 Syrian regime planes have been hit, but according to the Syrian agency, state agency Sana, it has been 2 Turkish drones who has been hit. We cannot confirm exactly what it has been hit, but according to some reliable sources like Reuters, it has been 2 Sukhoi from the Syrian regime which has been hit. It seems that the pilot from those 2 aircraft have been have not been hurt and could escape safely from those aircraft. We still do not know their fate, whether they have been captured or not by the Syrian opposition forces, or they have been could escape. We still don't know, but what we see, it's just an escalation, a further escalation of tension, of military tension, and clearly we can talk now clearly about a confrontation between 2 states, between Syria and Turkey. So we see that now Turkey, we will try to reach this objective of a safe zone, whatever the cost. President Erdogan is very determined, adamant to reach this objective. Clearly, what we see, it's just a reinforcement of a military equipment for the Syrian opposition. And faced to this situation, due to this situation, Russia is also determined to help the Syrian regime, and we learned that Russia has sent 2 warships towards Syria. But to reach Syria, those warships has to go through the Bosphorus Strait, and this Bosphorus Strait is regulated by the Montreux Convention from 1936, and now we still don't know whether Turkey will let those warships let through Bosphorus Strait, because by principle there is what we call free passage of ships However, there are also some exceptions about those. About this free passage, and the main exception about it is the security, the safety of the Turkish territory. If Turkey deems that its territory is threatened by those military equipments going through the Bosphorus Strait, Turkey is allowed to block these shipments. And it's perhaps what could happen over the next hours, that Turkey could block this passage, which could be for Russia, let's say, a violation of the Montreux Convention according to it, but probably Turkey will resort to this article of the Montreux Convention. And so it will be very interesting to see how, whether this escalation, military escalation between Syria and Turkey could spread to the tension between Syria and Russia, and that could be a serious, let's say, consequence. Could really such operation could result in an escalation and direct confrontation, not only between Syria and Turkey, but also between Turkey and Russia. For sure, Turkey tried to avoid such escalation between Turkey and Russia, but it is something that could happen, what we could talk collateral damage of this spring shield operation. For sure, we will follow up all those developments over the next hour, over the next days on this channel.